Morning everybody. Today we got a lot of stuff to get done. I'm starting out with dealing with our pack barn. We already scraped those manure alleys and cleaned them out. And now I'm in our New Holland wheel loader. We're gonna grab some straw bales and put them in the bed packs. We've already got the groups all opened up, so we just need to grab some bales and shake them out. Got 4 bales. We're going to be using 2 for each side. I think that's plenty of straw. Got to take the net wrap off yet. We'll do that quickly. But I just want to point one thing out with our straw packs here. It's not quite summer, but it is getting the later spring, pretty much there. And the weather is pretty warm. We got the tunnel ventilation on in our straw pack barn. So these big exhaust fans at the back. And it's pulling a lot of air through this barn. And we're definitely noticing that we're going through a lot less bedding than we otherwise would be in the winter time. It's close probably to half as much because the straw packs dry out so much with the summer ventilation, and you're able to get away with using less bedding, which is awesome because we don't have excess bedding until this fall, hopefully, when we'll get a lot more straw again. So yeah, the summer ventilation really keeps the barn a lot drier. Both sides are bedded up now and they're looking a lot cleaner. For some reason, this group, the special needs milking group, likes to hang out all the way on this side. So right in this area, I pretty much dumped an entire straw bale and there's hardly any straw on that end, but it looks equally clean now. So for whatever reason, they like to lay where they crap and this makes them dirty. But if we can manage it a little bit, put more straw here, less over there, I think it'll work out fine. We're gonna head over to our group pen calf barn and bed that thing up as well now. Dad should be coming with a round bale with that New Holland wheel loader again. And me and my sister Miriam are just gonna shake it out. So we like to use the small squares, but we're running out of those, so we're using rounds now. He just shakes it out quite a bit, even tosses it over the center fence there. And it's been working out pretty good.
Yeah, good enough.
That's pretty much what it looks like after he shook it out with the wheel loader. So we don't actually have to do that much pitchforking on this side, but for the other pen, he just lobs it over. We got to spread that entirely out. This afternoon we're going to start rebuilding that fence that I pulled down in the last video. It's between 2 of our corrals in the feedlot, and we're going to just put some 2x6s across so that we can separate the 2 corrals again. We're not probably going to get the windbreak 2x6s up, the rough ones that are going to be up and down, but we'll for sure be able to get enough boards in between those corrals to separate the animals in there, make it a lot easier to grab heifers. This is a pile of rough cut 2x6s. They're pretty long. I think we're gonna need about 12 of these to rebuild the fence, so we're gonna load a bunch of those on the loader. We're in the corral where we're rebuilding the fence. You can see the railway ties are what's left. We're still busy taking out the old nails and a bit of old wood that was there. In the last video I just chainsawed the big sections out of here and we cleaned those up, but before we get to hammering new wood on there, we got to get rid of the old stuff first. So after that, we're going to start nailing those rough cut 2x6s that we grabbed earlier on here. We put 3 per railway tie, so there's 3 across, and then after we put some more 2x6s. Those ones are a little bit thinner, a little weaker, a lot lighter, and those are what we use for the wind break in these corrals. Cows got to be protected from the wind when it's really cold in the winter time, so that's why we build our corrals like this. But we're just going to finish taking the nails out, and then we'll be ready for new lumber.
Oh shit.
Hey, good work.
Yeah, you gonna help or what?
Well, we got some less than ideal news here. One of the railway ties is a little bit too buggered. This is part of it. It was just rotting away, so we're gonna have to yank this old one out, grab the bobcat with a post hole digger, drill a new hole, drop a new tie in there, and replace this one. Luckily though, that's looks like the only one that we got to replace, so that saves a bunch of time instead of doing them all. Still would have been nice to just hammer the new boards on there, get that done today, but not anymore. Grab a new railway tie. This one looks pretty good. Got the old railway tie pulled out, was able to just grab it with the edge of the payloader bucket, kind of push it out like that. Gonna grab the skid steer with the post hole driller and see if we can get a post in there before milking time. It's crazy, like we left it for a couple minutes and there's all no hole already. The cows already pushed it all in. Okay, so we only went at it for about an hour, but we cleaned off the rest of the wood off these railway ties and replaced this one. So the next day we come back, we just put all the new boards on there.
Sounds good.
Good work, dude.
Dude.
People are gonna give me crap for calling you dude.
Yeah.
It's the next day, we're milking cows again, and there's one unique thing about this morning's milking, and that is Dima's last milking here at the dairy farm. Yeah, he's been here for 3 years now and helped out a lot, but time for new things, I guess, eh?
Yeah, I will move to Calgary, so I will start a new life there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you guys are pretty excited about moving out to Calgary. So.
Yeah, but we also plan to leave you.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Wish them good luck in the comments down below. We finished milking, got everything cleaned up. We're gonna go and put some bins on the concrete pads now for our new feed mill. So those are the 4 bins that are gonna be going on the concrete pad right beside the shed we put up there. I'm gonna try lifting them over there with the New Holland wheel loader. Should have all the capacity to lift these bins. The loader looks kind of small beside them, but that's just because these things are tall. I just put the pallet forks on here. That's a little bit of a kind of a small lip to be lifting the bin up on, but we got him chained over here, so he's going to lean it forward and then the legs are going to kind of lean and that'll pull it in and it should rest right there, and some weight on those legs as well with the chains, and I'll just tilt it a little bit forward just to make sure it doesn't slide back, We're also going to put a third hookup point on the pallet forks right here, so that if it were for whatever reason to fall back, it wouldn't just fall right on the loader. But I don't see why this shouldn't work out. You know, in the perfect world, we would have had that concrete pad poured when they delivered the bins to our yard. But spring hits, they want to get those bins hauled out because that's when they get paid for them. So the sooner they haul them out to the farm, they get paid for them quicker. So that's why they got brought out as early as they did. And you also got to wait until the ground is nice and dry to start pouring concrete on it. So it doesn't always line up perfectly, but we should be able to get this done. Lift it up a bit. Okay. That was kind of sketchy. The ground's a little bit uneven right here. Once you get that tall, the slightest little angle looks like a lot. You're clearing it. Wow. That should be good. That's it. Right on, we got all 4 of those bins on that concrete pad. Now we just got to angle them, the 2 sets inwards to each other, so that it'll fit nicer into the feed wagon. And we also moved one of the 4 bins here to the side and back a bit because we're going to be digging a big pit, and that's going to be for whey permeate. So that's going to be in the ground 10 feet deep. We're going to dig it ourselves with the wheel loader, but we had to get that bin out of the way. So it's looking good. We got the bins roughly where we think we want them. Now we're gonna start putting anchor bolts in. Well, we got the bins set down on this concrete pad, and we also got 2 bolts per bin. These are called anchor bolts. You just drill down with a hammer drill into the concrete, hammer these down into it, and at the end of these bolts there's kind of like an anchor point that spreads out when it gets pushed into the bottom of that hole, and it grips tight. And then you pull it out with the nut and it really hooks in tight, and that's what holds these bins to the concrete. We got 2 in there so we can have lunch and not have to worry about it. It is supposed to get pretty windy over the next week or so, so we're definitely gonna put the 6 bolts in there yet. But those are looking pretty good. That is gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out the Instagram @SaskDutchKid, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.